An oral submission by attorney Anil Nandlal before High Court Judge Franklin Holder for Chief Magistrate Anne McLennan to halt proceedings with respect to the charges of misconduct in public office has been denied. This means that the magistrates' courts can proceed with the charges brought against former Finance Minister Dr. Singh and former head of NISIL Winston Brassington. Former Magistrate Kim Kite, now Solicitor General within the Ministry of Legal Affairs, spoke with reporters just after a lengthy court hearing before Justice Holder.
Yes, an application was made for an interim stay. A fixed day application has been filed asking the High Court to stay the proceedings in the Magistrates' Court. And an interim application was made this morning by Mr. Nandlal for the judge to grant an interim stay of the proceedings after listening to arguments from Mr. Nandlal and team and from the state and team. The application was refused.
Attorney Nandlal was first approached for a comment to explain what happened in the courtroom since the matter was heard in chambers. Nightly News observed that Mr. Nandlal deliberately omitted from his statement that his oral application for a stay of proceedings had been denied by the judge.
Well, the judge is hearing an application for an interim stay of the proceedings in the Magistrates' Court while our substantive challenge to those charges are determined. Perhaps when you get a copy of the proceedings, you will appreciate that we have filed proceedings challenging the legality and validity of the charges, and that will take some time to determine. And while that matter, we await for the determination of that substantive matter, in the meanwhile, we want an interim order staying the hands of the magistrate from going forward.
Former Minister of Finance Singh and former head of NISIL Winston Brassington have been charged in absentia with 3 counts of misconduct in public office. The case comes up before Chief Magistrate Anne McLennan on May 7, 2018, by which time the lower court is expected to decide the next step in the event Singh and Brassington fail to appear.
So the magistrates can proceed to hear the matter. We return, leave was also granted for us to file an affidavit of defense, and they were also granted leave to file a reply to it, and we come back for arguments on the application for an interim stay. But the magistrate can proceed because no application for any stay was granted this morning.
Basically, because Mr. Nandlal didn't explain all that to us shortly.
Right.
So you're saying to us that the application filed by Mr. Nandlal that would prohibit the magistrate from proceeding with the case against...
It was not granted this morning. Was not granted. The magistrate can proceed.
Allegedly, Singh in his capacity as then Finance Minister and Winston Brassington in his capacity as head of NISIL on May 14, 2011, by way of an agreement of sale and purchase, acted recklessly when they sold Multi-Cinema Guyana Incorporated a 10-acre tract of state land at Turkine without first having procured a valuation from a competent valuation officer. Similarly, they are accused of selling 103 acres of state land by an agreement of sale and purchase to National Hardware Guyana Limited without first procuring a valuation. The third and similar charge also has to do with the alleged reckless sale of 4.7 acres of land to Skady Business Corporation. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.